Hey guys, this is Grace of GB Maltese, and I hope you're doing fine in Frog's Hair. I thought that I would do a little WIP and chat today, and I'm going to be working on this cute little cupcake. It's a little kawaii cupcake, or chibi cupcake. Isn't he adorable? And I got this from Spell Queen. There are 33 colors. 16 of those colors are ABs. And this is how I kitted this up. Just real easy. I just took like 1 through 10 and clipped those together, so I know if I'm doing a number 8, I just pick this batch up and so on. So I'm working with number 12, and I've already pulled it out. And I thought I would work on that because it's on the outside edges, and that's how I like to start. And I'm going to go ahead and put those into my tray. This is one of the trays my nephew made for me, and I just love it. They had their second son December the 18th, so they got their hands full. They have a 3-year-old and a newborn. But I'm getting him to do some for me because I'd like to give some of these away in a giveaway. He makes these different. I've got him doing different kinds of lids. So that'll be coming up probably in a couple of months. Just keep a lookout. And you never know when I'm going to do a giveaway. You got to be watching. I don't like putting it in the title because I like the people who watch me, without having to be begged to watch me to win. And I'm just using my portable light pad because this one is small. Don't need to use, this is the size A4. I don't need a big one for this. And I don't need much light because I can see these very, very nicely. So we're going to see how everything sticks on here and how this goes. I'm excited. And of course, I am using my Everlasting Tips. My code GRACE15 for these tips is good until March 1st. Well, I guess the end of February. These multi-placers, bendy multi-placers, I'm using it all the time now. In fact, I got finished with the diamond painting I was working on, and I wanted to go ahead and start with this. I'll show that diamond painting to you in a couple of weeks. I have a reason for that, and I'll tell you about that then. And then I have my bendy single placer. So, if you haven't checked out Everlasting Tips, take a tip from me. They are the best. The best. They're actually all I use. And I purchased several of these single bendy tips over the holidays because I like to put them in different ones on my pens. I love them so much. Okay. Now, let me do a few with my multi-placer. And get started on it. Sometimes when I'm talking to you guys, I will just single place so I can concentrate on what I'm trying to say to you. I don't know. That's just me, but look how nicely these go down. They really do. I love these. I used to hate to multi-place until Nicole came up with this idea, and it is patent pending in the United States, so you just can't go out and get these anywhere. Only one place, and they are already patented in Australia because that's where she lives. So I thought I would do some crazy laws with you today. I don't know about you, but I need a good laugh sometimes, and they tend to make me laugh. And the ones I'm going to do are on medicine. These are laws that have to do with medicine, and I thought, hey, this being wintertime, and I just got over having COVID. Still have a cough a little bit left from it, but feeling so much better. Because I finally did go and get tested, and it came out positive. So, doing so much better. So, let's see. I think maybe you can see fine from there. So, let's get started with some of these crazy laws, because who doesn't like to hear things that just don't make any sense? Okay, the first rule, or the first law, rules and laws are basically the same thing. And the first one is, in Brookfield, Wisconsin, it's illegal to get a tattoo unless you're doing it for medicinal purposes. Well, if you have a doctor that would just, write you something that, hey, I need to have this because it makes me happy when I look at it. I don't know. Medicinal purposes. That is so crazy. So, I don't know where Brookfield, Wisconsin is, but maybe the lawmaker had a son or daughter who went out and got a tattoo or was wanting a tattoo, and they decided to come up with this crazy law so that they couldn't go do it unless they got a medicinal excuse. Okay, this next one I find quite amusing. In Trout Creek, Utah. Okay, this is in Utah, and Lynn, this one's for you. Pharmacists may not sell gunpowder to cure headaches. Now, that's only in one place in Utah, so maybe the rest of the state, they can take all the gunpowder they want to for their headaches. I think that was a thing back in the old day. I guess they used gunpowder for anything, You get shot, oh, my head hurts. Would you get me some gunpowder? Honey, would you go to the store and pack me up a pack of gunpowder? My head's hurting. And I guess if, you got mad enough, maybe you could make your own bullets and take care of the problem of who's giving you the headache. I don't know. That is a strange one. Okay, in Freeport, Maine, mercury thermometers may not be sold in the city. I haven't seen a mercury thermometer in ages. But those, I don't know, I guess they're afraid that people will get mercury, open them up and pour the mercury out and play with it? No, I don't know. Doesn't make any sense to me. But if any of you know reasons why some of these laws are in place, please let us know. Do us a favor and let us know why. Why? Why is that a thing? In Iceland, anybody is allowed to practice medicine, provided they display this word. And I know I'm not going to say this correctly because it is in Iceland. I don't know which language they speak there, but it's Skotulajner on their door. And this loosely translates to quack doctor. Well, at least you know. So I guess, I could hang out my shingle any day now and just come see the quack doctor. I can take care of all your needs. I even got a little gunpowder for your headaches. That's pretty cute. Oh, this is kind of neat. In the state of Indiana, you can get out of paying for a dependent's medical care by praying for him or her. So I guess you would get free medical treatment. hey, if you live in Indiana, is that still a thing? Check. Maybe you can start getting free medical care. I'm not sure if you're praying for the person who's sick or if you're praying for the doctor. You might want to do a little of both. I don't know, that's very strange. Okay, those are all of the medicine laws. So I guess they didn't have too many that they kept them from doing. I mean, face it. Medicine, most people don't know what's going on with the medicine unless you're medically trained. I mean, at one time they thought cocaine was the cure-all for all ailments. I think Freud was giving it to a lot of patients because, yeah, it helped with their problems they were having, but goodness. They found out later that it was more problems than not, so that's kind of strange. So, I guess medicine is something that's got to be practiced on people before they can decide whether it's going to work or not. And I guess we're kind of living with that these days. Let's see. In Bellingham, Washington, single-use plastic carryout bags are prohibited. Now, I know this is becoming more popular in certain places. So I wonder when they came up with that law. Because, of course, I use my plastic bags as garbage sacks and all kinds of things. You know, they fit perfectly in the garbage can in the bathroom. So, hey, recycling right there. Reusing, whatever. So, I don't know. That's a different one. In the state of Washington, you cannot buy a mattress on Sunday. So, if you want to be comfortable at night sleeping, you better buy it some other day of the week, or you're just going to have to suffer one more night in your bed. I don't know. I mean, of all things, just choose a bed. What about other stuff? I don't know. In Bergen County, New Jersey, you cannot sell clothing, shoes, furniture, home supplies, or appliances on Sundays. Well, at one time, I know here in Texas, nothing was open on Sundays. So, I don't know. So, I do remember when you couldn't buy anything on Sundays. Any of y'all remember that? And it hasn't been that long ago. So, I don't know. I guess they decided certain things couldn't be sold on Sundays and certain things could. I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember if pharmacies could be open on Sunday. I don't. You know, you would think that would be an important thing, but I don't know. Okay, I've got to read this one. I live in Texas, and this is a good one. And it's one that I don't think I'm going to have to worry about doing. Because in the state of Texas, it is illegal to sell one's eye. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Why? Why would they? I don't know. I guess somebody said, well, I don't need this eye, so hey, I'll sell it to you for $1 million. I don't know. I don't know. Really not sure about that one. Strange. A lot of these I can't even figure out why. Why would you do that? Okay. In the United Kingdom, you must also purchase a license if you want to purchase a television. Now, if you live in the UK, is this still something you have to do? That's interesting. If you are not of the legal limit, we need to make sure you have a license to watch this television. Strange. Okay. Don't know. Maybe it had something to do with setting it up or whatever. Don't know. But in South Africa, you must have a license in order to buy a TV. What kind of a license? That's strange. So, okay. We got two different places here that have licenses. Anybody know anything about that? That's weird. Okay. Um, this is actually kind of disgusting. In the state of Delaware, it is illegal to sell, barter, or offer the fur of a domestic dog or cat. I would certainly hope so. I would hope that that's everywhere. Goodness. Of course, I mean, now are they talking about skinning them? Because that's just disgusting and that would be illegal anywhere. Or are they just talking about when you get their hair cut? Because I know someone who actually saved a hair from their dog, and there are people out there who can knit sweaters out of your dog's hair, and you just save it over time, and they do a special kind of wash on it and comb it, and something that you would do with the wool from a sheep. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, but if they're talking about skinning it, yeah, that would definitely be a big no-no in my book, for sure. And for most people, that's awful. Have any of the rest of you heard about people getting like sweaters or scarves or mittens knitted out of their dog's fur? Because I guess it could be used like wool. But they say it does take a bunch. You gotta have a lot of fur. I don't know how long she was saving up the dog's fur before she had enough for her to make. I don't know if she had a top made, a scarf. I'm really not sure. I don't remember what she had made with it. In Akron, Ohio, it is illegal to display colored chickens for sale. Now, I think this is probably maybe those baby chicks. You know how they'll have, I don't think they do it anymore. I think it's illegal, maybe everywhere. They'd have those baby chicks and they'd be dyed pink and yellow and blue. I remember that from when I was a kid seeing them. I'm not really sure how they dye them. Someone out there might know. It seems like I remember hearing about how they did it, but I can't remember now. So if any of you out there know how they dye those little chicks, because that does seem very cruel to, just poor little babies. But people just loved it, but they're cute in their own natural colors. You don't need to color the babies. You just don't. Okay. It is illegal to buy and or sell non-prescription contacts at costume shops in Calgary, Alberta. Well, I do know you can buy colored contacts here without a prescription. Now, well, I'll take that back. I'm not sure where you go to buy them. But I have known kids that were at school who wanted to change their eye color, and they did not need glasses or a prescription, but they might come to school with their eyes green one day. This is mostly high school-aged kids. So you knew it wasn't their natural eye color. But you see all kinds of eye colors, and now you see people with cat eyes and all kinds of weird stuff, alien eyes. I wore contacts for many, many, many years until my eyes became so dry that I couldn't wear them anymore. I'd go to take those suckers out, and it would suction to my eye, and I'm trying to pull it out. And finally, I told the eye doctor about it, and she said, no more contacts for you. Your eyes are just too dry for that. It's not good for your eyes. So I had to start wearing glasses again. I mean, I've worn glasses since second grade. And I was pretty blind. I remember going to the doctor's office. I can still remember this. And they have, that big E at the very top. And they told me to do my hands, which way the E was, pointing, whichever, down, up. I couldn't see it to even do it. So, yeah, I started out with some really thick glasses. So I'm guessing I was born not seeing very well. It was like a whole new world opened up once I got my glasses. Oh, so that's what you look like. Okay, in Detroit, Michigan, willfully destroying your old radio is prohibited. I guess, if you have an old radio, maybe there are parts in there that could cause harm to people. I don't know. You think about today, they say do not throw certain batteries away. They've got to be disposed of properly, so maybe that had something to do with it. And it is illegal to sell peanuts in Lee County, Alabama after sundown on Wednesday. Okay. So if you want your peanuts, you better get them early. If you happen to be in Lee County, Alabama. I wonder if that's still going on. Okay, in Los Angeles, California, it is illegal to poke a turkey in the meat market to see how tender it is. So don't be putting your poking marks on the turkeys. Now, I wonder if this was, surely the turkeys weren't alive. I don't know how old the law is, so who knows. But yeah, they were not allowed to poke the turkeys to see how tender they are. That would be awful if they had live turkeys and they were sitting there poking at them. But yeah. Have you ever, this is what really makes me mad, when I go to the grocery store and I'm buying an apple or some kind of piece of fruit and someone has stuck their fingernail in it. Have any of you seen that? That's just gross. All the crap that's under your fingernails, and you're going to put it in, into food that someone wants to eat. Well, I check mine. I will not buy a piece of fruit that has a fingernail poke in it. Ugh. That's just, it's nasty. Okay. I think this is a good law, because in the state of Pennsylvania, you may not trade your baby for any goods or services. Gosh, I would hope not. But maybe that was a thing at one time. People didn't have food and they wanted to trade their child. I guess if you're starving, if you think somebody else could take better care of your child, that's a tough one. And it's sad, really sad. In Columbus, Ohio, it is illegal for shops to sell cornflakes on Sunday. Well, if you want your cornflakes, you better get them on Saturday so you can eat them on Sunday. My husband used to love frosted cornflakes. He doesn't eat them anymore, but he used to love those things. In the state of North Carolina, it is still illegal for people to buy and sell labeled milk crate, as they were often used as items of furniture. Okay. They're not allowed to sell the milk crate. It's not the milk part, it's the crates. Well, you know what? If someone wants to use it as their furniture, so what? Maybe, was it dangerous? And maybe they sued people? I don't know. You would think that if someone had it, they would have to just maybe sign something. I don't know. That's just weird. That's just weird. I don't know why that would be. But I guess they have their reasons. So, yeah. Those are a few more crazy laws that are still on the books. Probably not really used too much. There was one that I wanted to share with you. I was looking at it, and this, I just couldn't believe some of these. It's just doesn't make sense to me. Okay, let me get back. These, okay, here's some right here. This is disgusting. So, if you like some really disgusting laws, just hang on, because here are some for you. One may not pee in a neighbor's mouth in Champaign, Illinois. I tell you what, if someone went to try to pee in my mouth, there'd be something to pay. They better not ever let me catch them, because I'd be doing more than that. In the state of Florida, you may not fart in a public place after 6 p.m. on Thursdays. So if you want to go out to eat, I would go on Thursdays. People aren't allowed to fart in a public place Thursday after 6 p.m. What? Why? If you can fart every other day of the week, why is Thursday? This is fart-free Thursday here. Don't you dare rip one while you're sitting in here eating, or if you're in here buying a book. Don't you be ripping them. In Florida, you are not allowed to break more than 3 dishes per day, or chip the edges of more than 4 cups and or saucers. Okay, so those of you who live in Florida, y'all let me know. Is this practice still going on? Judy, are you watching this? Is this, when you go out to eat on, because I know a Judy in Florida, are you not allowed to fart in a public place on Thursday nights? I'm sorry. Some of these are just cracking me up. In Devon, Connecticut, it is illegal to walk backwards after sunset. Well, I don't know if it's be a good idea to walk backwards at any time. You need to look and see where you're going, but it's illegal to do it, is what it says. But I bet that they don't enforce that. And can you imagine, let's go back to the fart one. Can you imagine arresting someone because they farted in a public place? Who's going to tell? Oh, that person over there, I was eating and I heard this, and that was them over there. I need you to arrest them. And then here they come. This is for ripping a big one out in public. I don't know, fart jokes are, they tickle me. I don't know why. I guess. It's a natural function that we do. I know, teaching school, sometimes kids would fart. And I wouldn't make a big deal about it. Some of the kids would be looking around and giggling. And I just don't say anything. It's a natural occurrence. No use making a big deal about it and say, did you fart in my classroom? Well, obviously they did. Oh, boy. I just didn't care. Now, this is in Denver, Colorado. It is illegal to lend your vacuum cleaner to your next door neighbor. They're just going to have to live with the dirt on the floor. But don't you be letting them borrow your vacuum cleaner. And it doesn't even say that a certain day of the week. I guess it's always. And in Louisiana, it is illegal to gargle in public. I'm kind of glad about that one. That's kind of nasty. What you doing over there? I'm gargling. My throat hurts. And then, then you got to spit it out. And That's just gross. It's gross. Sorry. And in Louisiana, you could end up in jail for a year for making a false promise. Wow. I promise I'm going to come to your birthday party. And then you don't show up, and here come the police to arrest you. You made a promise. You were going to their birthday party, and they said you didn't show up. I'm sorry, officer. I was sick. I was on the toilet with diarrhea. I don't care what. Come on. Now, the Merriam-Webster Collegiate Dictionary is banned in Carlsbad, New Mexico. Why? Do they not want to know what some of those words are? Don't know. Maybe they have their own dictionary that they want to use. It's hard to say there. In Portland, Oregon, I think we saw this one once before. In Portland, Oregon, it's illegal to wear roller skates in public toilets. And that's probably a very good idea, because that would be, you slip and fall in that toilet and hit your head on the commode. That wouldn't be very nice. And it is illegal to smoke a pipe after sunset in Newport, Pennsylvania. And I'm guessing they're talking about all kinds of pipes. Both legal and illegal. I guess if you were in your own home, they couldn't really do anything about it, I wouldn't think. I mean, how would they see you? Unless someone in your family reported you. That would, that could cause some problems. And I think I'm going to stop with the laws for right now. Some of those were a little bit crazy. So I got just a little bit done here. I can do it a lot quicker when I'm not trying to talk and look over here at what I'm trying to read. So I will try to get more of this done, and then I'll work on my cupcake some more with you guys, and I'll either have some more crazy laws, or it might be something else. You never know. So you guys take care. I love you. Y'all be good now. No farting out there in public. God bless you. Bye.